Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in this great land of ours. Welcome into Jammin' Sports on this Monday. It's Martin Luther King Day. I didn't have to work today, so we're on early today. We're going to have a triple header for you today as we continue with week 2 of our current NFL sim season. And the first up will be a game from the NFC Central Division. It'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. The Vikings come in at 1-0. Having defeated Chicago in week 1. And for the Lions, they come in at 0-1, having lost to the 49ers in week 1. First meeting of the season, obviously, for these two teams. Our second game will be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals, an AFC Central matchup. And then we'll have the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts to round things off on this MLK Day. Great to have you along. Let's take a look at the standings. Evil Dead is 8-11. He usually takes Minnesota. I'm going to give him Minnesota unless he comes in and says differently. Jax is 4-3. He's not giving me a pick yet. Gracie is 4-6. Misty is 6-5. Misty's taking the Vikings, I'm sure, right? Okay, Misty is going with Minnesota. I don't know who Gracie wants. Kick and Uncle is 3-6. New England fan is 1-1. And Viking Skywalker has yet to make a pick this season. All right. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. As we head out to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan for this one. Vikings, Lions, here at Jammin' Sports. Gracie's got the Lions. All right. Welcome into Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. It's the Vikings and the Lions. And welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along on this MLK Day. The first game of a triple header for you tonight. Minnesota at 1-0. Detroit at 0-1. Evil Dead has joined us. He's taking the Purple People Eaters, as is Misty. Gracie's taking Detroit. Detroit will get the ball first. Run away. From the 4-yard line, Isaac Peak over the 15, 20, 25. And Peak across the 30 out to the 31-yard line. And that's where Detroit will have it, 1st and 10. Want to say hello to Evil Dead? We haven't seen him in a few days. Hope you're doing well. Starting quarterback, Max Long, the rookie out of Tennessee State. Detroit's first-round draft pick. They weren't happy with Dickerson. And Dickerson is relegated to backup. Now, Detroit had their problems against San Francisco last week. We're doing well, Evil Dead. It is cold here, though, in the Nashville area. Has been for the past several nights. 1st and 10 from the 31. 4 wide. Long in the shotgun. Long looking. Throws near side. Caught by Philip White. And White gets a few yards. Let's take a look at the Lions offense. Up front, Clarkson, Olsen, Watkins, Charleston, Saunders. And then it's White, Holiday, Jameson, Aarons, and Neal. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Lions at their own 36-yard line. Philip White, the fourth-year receiver out of Florida, on the catch. 2nd and 5 for Detroit. Lions come out in the eye. Griffin in motion. Long. Hands off to Holiday, the former Cowboy. He goes nowhere. Marvin Holiday in his 4th year out of Texas. On the tackle, number 99. Josiah Hayes, the 3rd-year defensive tackle out of Kentucky. And that'll bring up, actually, they lost a yard. It'll be 3rd and 6 for Detroit. Opening drive of the ball game. We're talking about Detroit's struggles last week. On 3rd and 6, Long looking. Throws downfield. Aarons can't hold on. The tight end took a shot from Ross Martin, the 4th-year safety out of Baylor. Incomplete to be 4th down. Detroit lost 34-10 to San Francisco. Detroit committed 5 turnovers in the game. Bryce Taylor back to punt on 4th down. Gets the punt away. Fielded by Keith at the 18-yard line. Brings it back to the 24. On the return, number 82, Dante Keith, in his 9th year out of Penn State. Starting quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings, Jay Foster, in his 6th year out of Michigan. Led the Vikings to the playoffs last season as a wild card, but they lost in the first round to Chicago. They got the revenge against the Bears last week, dispatching Chicago 34-24. Vikings at 1-0, the Lions at 0-1. 1st and 10, Minnesota. In the I formation. Foster under center. Foster, play action. Foster, he's going to heave it deep. Going long. And he overthrows everybody. He was looking for John Mills, but it was well covered. Here's the Vikings offense up front. Walls, Blanchard, Strong, Brocious, and Griffin. And then it's James, Henderson, Moffa, Underwood, and Mills. 2nd and 10 from the 24-yard line. .6:39 left to play in the first quarter, no score. Detroit went 3 and out. This is Minnesota's opening drive. Foster under center. Foster looking, throws, dumps it off to Rondé James out to the 28-yard line, a gain of 4. Let's take a look at the Detroit defense. Lions play a 3-4. Russell, Ball, and Pawlowski up front. Linebackers, Young, Brown, Watson, Farrell. And the secondary, Hopkins, Keys, Hardy, and Cox. 3rd and 5 for Minnesota at their own 28-yard line. The first of a triple header here today. On 3rd down, Foster in the shotgun. Foster draws back. Foster throws outside, and the receiver's out of bounds. It was caught by Moffa, but he was well out of bounds. Detroit goes 3 and out, and now the Vikings also go 3 and out on their opening drive. And the Vikings will punt. 6:06 left in the first quarter. Chris Macon back to punt, gets blocked, and the Lions recover the loose football at the 16-yard line. Macon, the rookie at USC, his punt was blocked. Who blocked it? Number 25 for Detroit, Chris Hardy. Hardy, the former Falcon, in his 6th year out of Illinois. And now Detroit gets the ball back with a short football field here. They'll have it at the Vikings 16-yard line following the block punt. 6:01 left to play here in the first quarter. No score. A chance for the Lions now to take the lead. Lions come out. 1st and 10. Long under center. Neal in motion. Long to Jamison, and Carter Jamison, his first carry to the 12-yard line, a gain of 4 yards. Let's take a look at the Vikings defense. Vikings play a 4-3. Lewis, Mason, Hayes, and Doris up front. Linebackers, Jefferson, France, and Florence. And the secondary, Bell, Martin, Burnside, and Woodson. A gain of 4 yards, be 2nd and 6 from the 12. .537 and counting here in the first quarter. Long in the shotgun, 4 wide. Long, looking, Long, throws near side, wobbly pass, incomplete. He kind of got hit as he threw, and that'll bring up 3rd down. That'll stop the clock for the moment with 5:29 left. Isaac Peak, the intended receiver. It'll bring up 3rd down. On 3rd and 6. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Long, looking, throws, end zone, Neal. Down to the 4-yard line. A gain of 8. Dylan Neal, the 8th-year receiver out of VMI. That'll be enough for a 1st down. That's the first down of the game. Lawrence Burnside made the tackle in his 6th year out of BYU. 1st and goal, Detroit at the Minnesota 4-yard line. Lions come out. Long in the shotgun. 1st and goal. Long looking. Throws back of the end zone. Neal. Touchdown, Detroit. Boy, he threw that into a crowd, and Neal came up with it. A 4-yard touchdown catch by Dylan Neal. And the Lions capitalize off the block punt and take a 6-0 lead. Tell you what, Long threaded a needle and got that ball in there. And now Evan Belton, the rookie out of San Jose State, for the extra point. Kick is up and good. Lions lead at 7-0. 4:58 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. We've got Pittsburgh at Cincinnati after this, and then New England at Indianapolis after that. A Martin Luther King Day triple header here at Jammin' Sports today. I didn't have to work today. We did some college games earlier this afternoon. You can check those out on YouTube. There's the kick. From the 2-yard line, Mills over the 20, 25, and John Mills out to the 28-yard line. A gain of 7. Well, actually, more than that. In college football earlier this afternoon, Florida State beat Virginia, Clemson beat North Carolina, and Boston College defeated Miami. Clemson and Florida State still tied atop the ACC for first place with 2 weeks left in the regular season. You can catch those games on YouTube. Just look for Jammin' Sports on YouTube. All our games get archived to YouTube. On 1st and 10, Foster now in the shotgun for the Vikings. Hands off, no play action, throws deep, caught by Rondé James out to the 50-yard line, a gain of 22. The 5th-year receiver out of Arizona. 1st down, Vikings. Tackle made by number 26, Ken Hopkins, the 5th-year defensive back out of the University of Miami. Vikings have it at midfield, 1st and 10, just across midfield. Foster in the shotgun. Let's go. Foster to Maffa. And Maffa to the 48-yard line, a gain of 2 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 8. Kevin Pawlowski on the tackle. the 11th year defensive end out of Wisconsin. 2nd and 8 from the 48-yard line. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Foster under center. Foster to Maffa. He gets hit in the backfield. A loss of 3 back to the 49-yard line. Coming in on the safety blitz. That's Chris Hardy, number 25, making the tackle in the backfield. On 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for the Vikings, 4 wide. Foster in the shotgun. Foster drops back. Foster looking. Foster rolls out. Foster scrambling and gets taken down at the 49-yard line. A gain of 2. On the tackle, number 51, Stephen Brown, the 2nd-year linebacker out of LSU. It'll be 4th down. The Viking drive stalls out. And Minnesota will have to punt. Chris Mason back to punt. Macon, excuse me. His last one was blocked. He gets this one away. Aiming for the sideline. Nice punt. Out of bounds at the 7-yard line. The rookie out of USC pins the Lions deep. It'll be 1st and 10 Detroit from their own 7. Lions lead it 7-0. .254 left to play here in the first quarter. First of 3 games for you tonight. Just keep it right here tonight. Jammin' Sports. Lions come out long, under center. Long to Holiday, and Marvin Holiday out to the 11-yard line, a gain of 4 yards. Tackle made by the linebacker Snow. That's Damian Snow in his 4th year out of Texas A&M. Officially a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the 11-yard line. Lions come out in the offset eye. Long hands off to Carter Jamison. And Jamison to the 14. And that'll be a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3. As Mason, no relation, on the tackle. Eric Mason, the 7th-year defensive tackle out of Maryland. Coming up on 2 minutes left in the first quarter. 3rd and 3 Detroit from their own 14-yard line. Long in the shotgun. Long draws back. Throws near side. Caught by Neal. And Dylan Neal out to the 21. Gain of 7. First down Lions. Tackle by Alex Woodson, the 6th-year defensive back out of the University of Miami. .140 left in the first. 1st and 10 Detroit at their own 21. 3 to the far side, Long in the gun. Long takes the snap. Throws outside, caught by Neal. Out to the 34, a gain of 13. And that'll be another Detroit first down. Jeremy Bell on the tackle. The 10th-year defensive back out of Alabama. Detroit looking better early in this one than they did last week against the 49ers. They got blown out by San Francisco, 34-10. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Long in the shotgun. Coming up on a minute left in the first. Aaron's in motion. Long fakes the handoff. Long looking, throws. Caught by Neal, who came back for it. Out to the 48-yard line, a gain of 14. Another Lions first down. And that'll stop the clock with 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Steelers, Bengals, Patriots, Colts coming up later on tonight. A triple header here today. First and 10 for Detroit now at their own 48-yard line. We're down to 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Long under center. White in motion. Long, they pitch to Jameson. He gets hit in the backfield. Getting in there quickly, number 91. That's Andy Doris, the 14th year defensive end out of Wisconsin. A loss of 5. Doris was never blocked. The all-pro defensive end, you got to put a hat on him. Second and 15, back at the 43-yard line. Down to 20 seconds left in the quarter. Lions come out, 4 wide, 3 to the near side. This might be the last play of the quarter. Long draws back. Long throws, caught by Peak. And Isaac Peak out to the 49. A gain of 8. It'll be 3rd and 7. But that's the end of the first quarter. Lions up 7-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. We go to the second quarter in our NFC Central showdown. Detroit leads Minnesota 7-0. The Vikings are 1-0 coming in. The Lions are 0-1. Week 2 of our current NFL sim season. It'll be 3rd and 7 for Detroit from the Viking 49 as we start the second quarter. Long in the shotgun, 4 wide. Long looking. Long in trouble. Gets sacked. Back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 6. Lewis on the tackle. John Lewis, the second-year defensive end out of South Florida, comes around and gets the sack. And that'll bring up 4th down for Detroit. It'll be 4th and 13 back at their own 45. Bryce Taylor will come on to punt, the rookie out of Western Illinois. Gets the punt away. From the 10-yard line, Keith only brings it back to the 12. Dante Keith on the return. And now Jay Foster will come back out as Minnesota will start from their own 12-yard line. Lions lead it 7-0. I'll tell you who they play next week right after this. I'll tell you who these teams play next week. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line in the offset eye. Foster under center. Simpson in motion. Foster hands off to Phil Maffa. And Maffa out to the 15, a gain of 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. Next week, let's see, Detroit plays at Carolina, and the Vikings will host the 49ers in week 3. 2nd and 7, Foster in the shotgun. Foster, Maffa again, and Phil Maffa fumbles. The ball's sitting there, and it's recovered by the Vikings at the 20-yard line. They dodged a bullet. That ball just sat there, and a Viking came up with it. I thought Detroit was going to get that for a moment. It was lying right next to Brown. He never saw it. Ends up being a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the 20-yard line. Vikings dodge a bullet. On 3rd down. Foster in the shotgun. Foster, Maffa again, picks up the 1st down. Out to the 26-yard line, a gain of 6. First down, Vikings. Phil Maffa, the third-year back out of Clemson. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Misty's here. And if I didn't call your name, well, say hello, drop a line. It's all right to chat. We don't mind. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Foster under center. Foster looking, throws, and he threw it behind his receiver. That'll stop the clock for the moment with 6:03 left in the first half. You're looking for Lawson Underwood. Misty says hi, everybody. 2nd and 10 from the 26-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Foster under center. Foster to Henderson. And Henderson goes nowhere. In fact, he loses 2 yards. David Henderson in his 6th year out of Louisiana Monroe on the carry. Tackle made by David Russell, the 9th-year defensive end out of Michigan. .546 and counting here in the half. Vikings face a big 3rd and 12 at their own 24-yard line. 5 receivers set wide, empty backfield. Foster in the shotgun. Foster drops back, throws. Incomplete. He threw it behind his receiver. It'll be 4th down. He was looking for Dante Keith. He was in the area. It'll be 4th down. The Vikings will punt. Chris Macon will come on to punt for the 3rd time. Macon gets the punt away. It'll be caught at about the 29-yard line by Isaac Peak, who brings it out to the 37. Isaac Peak in his 5th year out of Montana. 5:22 left to play here in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10 Detroit, leading 7-0 at their own 37-yard line. I hope everybody's had a good Martin Luther King Day. If you had to work, I'm sorry. I was off today. 1st and 10. Long in the shotgun. Long draws back. Long throws near side. Caught by Jamison. Out to the 35-yard line. Carter Jamison. A loss of 12 yards as he's tackled down by Damian Snow, the linebacker. It'll be 2nd and 12 from the 35. Low scoring, kind of defensive game here. Of course, we've seen some sloppy play as well. Neither offense is tearing it up. The Lions got a touchdown, but they had a short field coming off a block punt. 5 minutes left in the half. 2nd and 12 from the Lions. 4 wide. Long in the shotgun. Long draws back. Throws outside. Caught by Aarons. He's going to lose 4 yards back to the 31-yard line. Alex Woodson came up, made the tackle. Kevin Aarons, the tight end, in his 3rd year out of UCLA. Nice open field tackle by Woodson, the all-pro defensive back. Now it's going to be 3rd and long for Detroit. 3rd and 16 at their own 31-yard line. Lions come out, 5 wide, empty backfield. Long in the shotgun. Long draws back. Throws down the middle and caught by Philip White across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 20 for White in a Detroit first down. Alex Woodson on the tackle for Minnesota. But the Lions are into Viking territory now at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10. as we're coming up on 4 minutes left until halftime. Lions come out 4 wide. Long in the shotgun. Single back. Long to Jamison. And Carter Jamison to the 40-yard line. A gain of 9. Andy Doris finally made the tackle. It'll bring up 2nd and 1. Carter Jamison in his 5th year out of Oregon State. .340 and counting. Detroit comes out. In the offset eye. Long under center. Long. Jamison again around the outside, but the Vikings are there. Tackled down by Ross Martin and John Lewis. A loss of 2 yards back to the 41-yard line. Nice pursuit by the Viking defense. And that'll bring up 3rd and 3 for Detroit. Lions have it at the Viking 41-yard line. We're coming up on 3 minutes left here in the first half. Big 3rd down here. Long under center. Long looking. Throws. It caught by Phillip White. Down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 12. It'll be a 1st down for Detroit at the Viking 29. 2:42 left here in the half. Just a 7-0 ball game. Jefferson on the tackle, number 54. Damon Jefferson, the rookie out of Grambling, the linebacker. First and 10. Detroit at the Viking 29. 2.5 minutes left here in the first half. Lions come out 4 wide. Long under center. Long looking. Fires down the middle. Caught by White. Down to the 15. A gain of 14 yards. Another Lions 1st down. Boy, the Vikings looked great last week. They're not looking so good this week. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I will. Remind me. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Coming up on the 2-minute warning. Will they get the playoff? They do not. 2 minutes left in the half. Lions up 7-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. 2 minutes left in the first half. Lions up 7-0. And the Lions are threatening once again. They have it 1st and 10 at the Viking 15-yard line. Minnesota's offense has not played particularly well here in the first half. Their defense is keeping them in the game. Lions come out 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Long in the shotgun. Long looking. Long throws outside. Caught by Jamison. And Carter Jamison down to the 9-yard line. A gain of 6. Make it a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Neither team taking a timeout. 1:45 and counting. Lions at the Viking 9. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Long in the shotgun. Long looking. Fires to Peak. Down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a Lions 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 2. Lions have some good receivers now. They have a pretty good receiving core with White, Peak, and Neal. And let's not forget the tight end, Aarons. He's a pretty good receiver, too. 1st and goal from the Viking 2-yard line. Coming up on a minute left in the half. Detroit trying to make it a 2-score game. Long under center. Long to Jamison. And Jamison gets to the 1, no gain. Timeout taken by Detroit with 57 seconds left in the half. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. The Vikings do get the second half kickoff. Detroit comes out. Single back. Long under center. Long to Jamison. Oh, Doris comes in and nails him for a 3-yard loss. Andy Doris, as Detroit takes another timeout with 54 seconds left. It'll bring up 3rd and goal. Outstanding play by Andy Doris for Minnesota. It'll be 3rd and goal back at the 4. Detroit has 1 timeout left here in the half. Can the Lions cash it in? Lions come out. They'll be in the offset eye. Long, no, actually 4 wide now. Long under center. Long looking. Fires back of the end zone. Incomplete. Dylan Neal caught it, but he was out of bounds, came back in bounds. Can't do that. It's illegal touching. They didn't throw the flag. It's just incomplete. It'll be 4th and goal. And Evan Belton from 21 yards to put the Lions up by 10. The rookie out of San Jose State. The kick is up, and it's good. Detroit leads it 10-0. 48 seconds left here in the first half. Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan, week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. We're hoping the Vikings can wake up after halftime. They have not played well here in the first half. Minnesota still has 48 seconds and 3 timeouts. They might be able to get into field goal range and get something before halftime. They do get the second half kickoff. Belton will kick off. From the goal line, Keith over the 10, 15, 20, 25, and Dante Keith out to the 29-yard line. The 9th-year receiver out of Penn State. Vikings offense will come back out with 44 seconds left in the half. Down 10-0. Jay Foster will lead the offense once again. I love those Viking throwback uniforms. They look so good. We're old school here, you know that. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. 2 backs in the backfield, flanking Foster in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Foster looking. Foster throws near side. Caught by Underwood. Rolls out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A gain of 3 to Lawson Underwood, the 12th-year tight end out of Iowa. That'll stop the clock with 40 seconds left in the half. Evil Dead's here. Misty says hi, Evil Dead. He has not made himself known if he's here. Misty says hi, everybody. 2nd and 7. Foster draws back. Throws. Caught by James. And Rondé James out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 1. The Vikings take a timeout with 35 seconds left. Isaac Hopkins on the tackle for Detroit. Or Ken Hopkins, I'm sorry. 5th-year defensive back out of Miami. The first of 3. Steelers, Bengals, Patriots, Colts. Still to come tonight. 3rd and 1 for the Vikings. Foster in the shotgun. Foster back. Throws. Caught by Underwood. Gets the first down. Out to the 48. A gain of 10. And Minnesota takes their final, or actually their second timeout. They have one left. 29 seconds left. Got ahead of myself. The Vikings, let's see. They need about 20 to 25 yards to get into field goal range. More like 25 to 30. They still have a timeout. First and 10. Foster in the shotgun. Foster drops back. Foster looking. In trouble. Oh, he got hit as he threw. Incomplete. That'll count as an incomplete pass. Watts made the hit from behind. DeAndre Watts, the rookie linebacker out of Rice. They got a lot of players across the league from Rice, I've noticed. Second and 10 from the 48-yard line. 25 seconds left. Vikings still have a timeout. 4 wide. Foster in the gun. Foster looking. Foster in trouble. Throws out to Maffa. And he goes out of bounds at the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. That stops the clock with 19 seconds left. They're into Lions territory. Now the Vikings need about 15 to 20 yards for a field goal attempt. Foster in the shotgun, flanked by 2 backs. 3rd and 5. Foster looking. Foster throws near side to Underwood. And Underwood gets tackled at the 45, a 2-yard gain. And they'll let the clock run down. The Vikings take a timeout with 5 seconds left. Watts on the tackle. This would be an awfully long field goal. This would be a 62-yard attempt if they want to try it before halftime. You're indoors. You might as well. No wind. Let's see what the Vikings choose to do here. Will they bring on John Witten, the rookie kicker out of Penn State? Or will they try a Hail Mary before halftime? They're going to run a play. They're not going to try the field goal. They'll try a Hail Mary before halftime. Foster in the shotgun. Foster drops back. Throws into a crowd. Downfield, bouncing around. Incomplete. 2 seconds left. But that was 4th down. He overthrew the entire crowd on that throw. And now Detroit will get the ball back with 2 seconds left until halftime. Detroit can try a Hail Mary if they want to. They'll have it at their own 45-yard line. So Max Long, the rookie out of Tennessee State. Detroit will line up for a Hail Mary before halftime. Possible. Long under center. Long, now they can hand off to Jamison. It's a give-up play, and Jamison to the 48, and that's halftime. Halftime score, Detroit 10, Vikings nothing. Here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. The 1-0 Vikings, the 0-1 Lions. The Lions lead it 10-0 as we get set to start the third quarter. The first of 3 here today at Jammin' Sports. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Minnesota will get the second half kickoff. Evan Belton will kick off for Detroit. Chance for the Vikings to get back in this game. There's the kick by Belton. From the goal line, Keith over the 10, 15, 20. Dante Keith out to the 28-yard line. That's where the Vikings will take over as we start quarter number 3. Jay Foster comes back out. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Misty's here. Evil Dead and Misty both took Minnesota. Gracie took the Lions. Misty is 6-5 on the season. Evil Dead is 8-11. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Foster in the gun. Foster to Maffa. And Maffa is going to lose a yard back to the 27-yard line. Now they say no gain. Jerry Ball on the tackle. The 15th year defensive tackle out of Nebraska. All 15 seasons with Detroit. 2nd and 10 from the 27-yard line. Foster under center. Foster hands off to Maffa. And Maffa to the 32-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. Jerry Ball again on the tackle for Detroit. Lions up 10-0 here in the third quarter. Been kind of a defensive and sloppy game, kind of. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Foster in the shotgun. 3rd and 5. Foster back. Foster throws. Incomplete. Not sure who that was to. Underwood was nearby. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Vikings go 3 and out. Boy, Minnesota played so well against the Bears last week. They're laying an egg here today. Chris Macon back to punt. Gets the punt away from the 23-yard line. Isaac Peak brings it back out to the 34. And that's where Detroit will have it, 1st and 10. Max Long will come back out. His numbers on the day. 14 of 17 in the first half. Not bad. The rookie out of Tennessee State. .651 left to play here in the third quarter. Lions come out. 4 wide. Single back. Long in the shotgun. Long draws back. Long fires outside to Neal. Out to the 45-yard line, a gain of 11. And that'll be a Lions first down. Dylan Neal in his 8th year out of VMI, the Virginia Military Institute. Jeremy Ball on the tackle for Minnesota. Six and a half minutes left here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 Detroit at their own 45. Long under center. Long to Jamison. And Carter Jamison a yard to the 46. Before being taken down by the linebacker Jefferson. Damon Jefferson, the rookie out of Grambling. 2nd and 10 for the Lions at their own 46. Detroit can make it a 3-score game with a touchdown. Long under center. Long to Holiday. And Marvin Holiday to the 48. Gain of 2 yards. Make it 3. It'll be 3rd and 7. And Jefferson again on the tackle for the Vikings. Third and 7. 5 wide. Empty backfield for Long. in the shotgun. Long draws back. Long throws to Neal, coming across. He's going to be short of the first down. Gets out to the 46. Be a gain of 5. Damian Snow, the linebacker, came over and made the tackle. It'll be 4th and 2. Does Detroit go for it, or do they punt? They're going to punt. Bryce Taylor back to punt, gets the punt away. Aiming for the sideline. Oh, look at that. Out of bounds at the 8. Nice punt by the rookie, Taylor. Minnesota will start deep in their own end, 1st and 10, at their own 7-yard line, as Foster will come back out. The Vikings, they're fortunate. They're only down 10-0. Their defense is keeping them in this game. Their offense has got to get something going. They have time for a comeback, but they got to get something going, like right about now. 4 wide, Foster in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Foster looking, throws, caught by James. Rondé James, 5 yards to the 13-yard line. Make it a 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6. Deshaun Watts on the tackle. .437 and counting here in the third quarter. 3 to the far side. Foster in the shotgun, 2nd and 6. Foster sets up a screen pass to Maffa. Breaks a tackle, gets the first down the sideline. Big gain all the way out to the 43-yard line. A 30-yard pickup for Phil Maffa on the swing pass, making line defenders miss. Nice run after the catch there for Phil Maffa. First down, Minnesota. Finally escorted out of bounds. Doing the escorting was Levi Cox, the 5th-year defensive back out of Kentucky. 4:22 left to play here in the third quarter. Vikings trying to get back in this game, down 10-0. 1st and 10 from their own 43. In the eye with Foster under center. Foster to Maffa right up the middle, and Phil Maffa to the 49-yard line, a gain of 6. Make it a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Tackled by a trio of Lions there, led by number 33, Levi Cox. Vikings now at their own 49-yard line, 2nd and 3. 3:50 and counting here in the third quarter. 3 to the far side. Foster in the gun. Foster drops back, throws, caught by Rondé James to the 43-yard line. A gain of 8. And that'll be a Minnesota first down. Stephen Brown on the tackle for Detroit, the 2nd-year linebacker out of LSU. First and 10, Minnesota. In the offset eye, Foster under center. Foster, play action. Looking, rolls out, throws, caught by James down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 20 and a first down for the Vikings. Nice drive by Minnesota. This drive started at the 7-yard line, and they've worked it down now here in Detroit territory. Inside the 25, down to about the 23-yard line. Under 3 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 from the Lion 23. Vikings come out. 2 backs in the backfield. Foster in the shotgun. Foster. Maffa, draw play, and Maffa inside the 20. Down to the 17-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Tackle made by number 33, Levi Cox. 2nd and 4. Vikings now at the Lions' 17-yard line. Vikings trying to get on the scoreboard. In the I formation, Foster under center. Hands off to Phillips this time. And Phillips gets 3 yards to the 14-yard line. That's Rashard Phillips in his 6th year out of San Diego State. Stephen Brown on the tackle. 2 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 1 for the Vikings at the Detroit 14-yard line. Low scoring game. Just 10-0 Detroit. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Foster under center. Foster to Henderson, gets the first down. And Henderson to the 5. David Henderson in his 2nd year at Louisiana Monroe. A gain of 9 yards. It'll be 1st and goal Vikings at the Detroit 5-yard line. Tackle made by Chris Hardy. We have Pittsburgh at Cincinnati up next. And that'll be followed by New England at Indianapolis. 1st and goal from the 5. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Foster under center. Foster looking. Foster throws near side. Caught by Henderson. Down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3. Tackle made that time by Levi Cox. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. What you looking for, me? I can't hear you. It'll be 2nd and goal for the Vikings at the 2-yard line. Foster rolls out, in trouble, gets sacked, back of the 9. A loss of 7. Chris Hardy comes in on the corner blitz and gets the sack. It'll be 3rd and goal, back of the 9 for Minnesota. Hardy came around the outside on a corner blitz and was never touched on a delayed blitz there. Clock continues to move. We're down to 45 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and goal from the 9. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Foster in the shotgun. Foster looking. Foster throws to the end zone. Caught by Mills. No, incomplete. Broken up at the last second by number 29, Pat Bronson, the 2nd-year defensive back out of Oklahoma. Nice play by Bronson. And now the Vikings will have to settle for 3. John Witten, the rookie out of Penn State. This will be from 26 yards. Kick is up, and it's good. Vikings get on the board. It's now a 1-possession game. Lions lead at 10-3 with 25 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Here at Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. It's been a defensive game. Neither offense has been tearing it up. Got to give the Viking defense a lot of credit. They're keeping Minnesota in this game. And now Witten will kick off, I do believe. Yes. About a yard deep. Isaac Peak brings it out over the 15, 20, 25. Out to the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. 21 seconds left. See if the Viking defense can get a stop here. Lions come out. Long in the shotgun. Long pump fakes. Long throws. Caught by White. And Philip White to the 33. Gain of 6. Be 2nd and 4. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. At the end of 3, Lions lead at 10-3 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. We go to the 4th quarter. Lions lead the Vikings 10-3. It'll be 2nd and 4 for Detroit at their own 33-yard line as we start the 4th quarter. We'll head to Cincinnati after this one for the Steelers and the Bengals. On 2nd down. Long in the shotgun, single back. Long, hands off to Jamison. He gets hit in the backfield. Carter Jamison, a loss of 5. Leading the charge, the rookie linebacker, Damon Jefferson out of Grambling. And that's going to bring up, it's actually officially a loss of 4. Bring up 3rd and 8. Like I said, the Viking defense has been playing very well, as has Detroit's, I must say. On 3rd and 8, Lions come out, 2 backs in the backfield. Long in the shotgun. Long looking. Long steps up, fires deep, overthrows everybody. Isaac Peak was his intended receiver. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Viking defense does their job. They get a stop. And now Minnesota will get the ball back with a chance to tie it up. Bryce Taylor back to punt. Taylor gets the punt away. From the 22-yard line, Dante Keith brings it out to the 29. First down, Minnesota. Lions up 10-3. Plenty of time, though, for Minnesota, as they'll be starting from their own 29-yard line. Vikings come out 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Foster in the shotgun. Foster draws back. Foster rolls out, throws, caught by Mills, and John Mills across midfield to the 47-yard line. 24 yards. And that'll be a Viking first down. First and 10. Vikings now at the Lion 47-yard line. 4 wide. Foster in the shotgun. Foster looking. Foster rolls out. And Foster's going to take off down the sideline. Foster, a big gain. Jay Foster all the way down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 yards on the scramble down the right sideline. And now the Vikings are threatening They can tie it up here. They have it 1st and 10 from the Detroit 15-yard line. Nobody around the right side. I'll just take off. 6:25 and counting. Three to the near side. Foster under center. Foster hands off to Maffa, and Phil Maffa pushing forward. Touchdown. Phil Maffa breaking tackles on a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this one up. It took a while for the Viking offense to get in gear, but now they're about to tie the game. Poor tackling by the Lions there. They didn't wrap up. Maffa was able to bounce off some of them. Like right there, they didn't wrap up. John Witten will come on for the extra point. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. We're tied at 10 with 6:11 left to play in regulation. Live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week number 2 here at Jammin' Sports. Evil Dead likes that. There you go, Evil Dead. Kapow. There it is. The K-Pow. Still a lot of time left. 6:11 on the clock. Tie ball game. Longtime rivals in the NFC Central. Vikings and Lions. There's the kickoff by Witten. From the 1-yard line, Dylan Neal over the 20, 25, and Neal out to the 31-yard line. First down Detroit with 6:06 left in regulation. Rookie quarterback Max Long will come back out. His numbers on the day. Not bad, not spectacular, but not bad. Steelers Bengals up next. We'll head down to Cincinnati for that one. On first down. Long in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Long draws back. Long throws, and it's nearly picked off. He threw it right to Damian Snow, the linebacker. He couldn't hold on, though. Incomplete. Hit him in the bad spot, right in the hands. Those quarterbacks, they tend to wing it in there, though. 2nd and 10 from the 31-yard line. 6:03 left in regulation. We're tied at 10. Long in the shotgun, single back.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Takes the snap, hands off to Jamison. Turns upfield, and Jamison picks up 5 to the 36-yard line before being tackled by Lawrence Burnside, the safety. And that'll bring up 3rd and 5 for Detroit from their own 36-yard line. Two backs in the backfield. Long in the shotgun on 3rd down. Long draws back. Long looking, throws deep. Caught by Philip White. Down to the Viking 37-yard line. 27 yards to Philip White into Viking territory. Lawrence Burnside makes the tackle for Minnesota. First down, Detroit. Almost in field goal range. Now are the Lions. Clock is moving. 5:10 and counting here in the fourth quarter. We're tied at 10. Lions come out. Two backs in the backfield. Long in the shotgun. Long to Jamison up the middle. And Carter Jamison all the way down to the 24-yard line. A gain of 13. Tackled by Ross Martin, the 4th-year safety out of Baylor. But that's going to be another Detroit first down. .443 and counting. 1st and 10 for Detroit at the Viking 24-yard line. Two backs in the backfield. Long in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Long to Jamison. And Carter Jamison to the 20-yard line. Again of 4 yards. Tackle made by Price France, the rookie out of Michigan. 2nd and 6 from the 20-yard line. Lions come out 4 wide. Long in the shotgun.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Long to Terrell this time. Timmy Terrell, the second-year back out of Pittsburgh. A gain of 2 down to the 18-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 4 for the Lions. It would be a 35-yard field goal attempt from here. 3:40 in counting. Tied at 10. 4 wide. Long in the shotgun. 3rd and 4. Long back. Long throws. Caught by Peak. Down to the 12. A gain of 6. First down, Detroit. Linebacker Price France, the rookie out of Michigan, on the tackle. Another Detroit first down. Meanwhile, the clock is still moving. 3:15 and counting. 1st and 10 from the Viking 12-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Single back. Long under center. Long pump fakes. Hands off to Holiday. A draw play. And Marvin Holiday down to the 8-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. Make it 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Tackle by Josiah Hayes. The defensive tackle will be 2nd and 7 from the 8-yard line. In the offset eye, Long under center. Long fakes the handoff. Throws to the end zone. Aarons, touchdown, Detroit. An 8-yard touchdown catch by Kevin Aarons, the third-year tight end out of UCLA. And Detroit retakes the lead, 16-10. Ooh, I don't know. They might review that. I don't think his second foot came down in bounds. Do we get a review on this? Here it is. Yeah, that second step looked like it was on the line. 1, and that's on the line. That one's down, but that foot touches the end line. This should get taken off the board. Well, they're going to count it. Wow. Normally Madden 19 gets these right. All right, they say it counts. And now Belton for the point after. Kick is up, and it's good. Lions lead it 17-10. 2:37 left to play in regulation. Live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. Lions trying to get the mild upset. There's still plenty of time for the Vikings. 2:37 left on the clock. Belton will kick off for Detroit. There's the kickoff. From the goal line, Dante Keith over the 15-20. And Keith brings it out to the 25-yard line. And that's where the Vikings will have it, 1st and 10. 2:33 left to play. Plenty of time. The Vikings have all 3 of their timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Let's see if the Vikings can force overtime. Did we have any overtimes in week 1? I don't remember. I'm looking. Yeah, the very first game of the season was overtime. The Browns beat the Packers. 1st and 10 from the 25. Foster looking. Foster throws, and nobody home. Incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 2:29 left. Lawson Underwood was the closest. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. Two backs in the backfield. Foster under center. Foster looking. Foster rolls out, now throws, dumps it off to Maddox. Down to the 34-yard line, a gain of 9. Tackle made. Or James Maddox, the tight end in his 3rd year out of Eastern Michigan. Caden Farrell on the tackle for Detroit. I think we had an injury timeout on the play. 2:23 left in regulation here. Lions up 17-10. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. In the offset eye, Foster under center. Foster hands off to Maffa. Picks up the first down. Out to the 38-yard line, a gain of 4. First down Vikings. And that might take us to the 2-minute warning here. As we watch the replay. Will they get the playoff in time? I don't think they will. Let's see. As we hit the 2-minute warning, Lions up 17-10 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan, the final 2 minutes of regulation. Detroit leads Minnesota 17-10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Vikings at their own 38-yard line. Minnesota still has 3 timeouts. They're in 4-down territory. They need a touchdown. Vikings come out 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Foster in the shotgun. Foster draws back, throws, caught by Underwood, and lost Underwood to the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 will be 2nd and 4. Vikings go to the hurry-up. Foster in the shotgun. Foster looking, throws, caught by Dante Keith across midfield to the 48-yard line. And that'll be enough for the first down. That was a gain of 8. 1st and 10 from the Lion 48-yard line. Foster back. Foster throws, caught by Maffa out of the backfield. In Phil Maffa down to the 41-yard line, a gain of 7. Vikings stay in the hurry-up. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Foster in the shotgun. 4 wide. Foster back. Foster looking. Rolls out. Foster's going to take off. And he gets the first down. 5 yards to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10. Coming up on a minute left. They got to get the receivers back. Foster in the shotgun. Foster drops back. Foster throws. Caught by Maffa. And Phil Maffa down to the 31. A gain of 5. They stay in the hurry-up. They still have 3 timeouts. 45 seconds left. 2nd and 5 from the 31. Foster drops back. Throws quickly. Caught by Maffa. Nope, incomplete. Broken up the last second by Chris Hardy. And that'll stop the clock with 38 seconds left. 3rd and 5 for the Vikings at the Detroit 31-yard line. Minnesota still has 3 timeouts. 4 wide. Foster in the shotgun. Foster looking. Throws, and it's knocked down. Incomplete. Broken up by Johnny Keys, the second-year safety out of Ole Miss. They were looking for Maddox, the tight end. And that brings up 4th down. 4th and 5 for the Vikings at the Detroit 31-yard line. This is a huge play right here. Minnesota has to pick up the 1st down. Minnesota comes out. Foster in the shotgun.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Foster drops back. Throws. Caught by Henderson. And he gets the 1st down. A gain of 7 to the 24-yard line. The Vikings take a timeout with 30 seconds left. Deshaun Watts on the tackle. It'll be 1st and 10, Minnesota at the Detroit 24-yard line. They have 2 timeouts. 30 seconds on the clock. Vikings need a touchdown. They're down by 7. This one going down to the wire. We can still have overtime. 4 wide for the Vikings. Foster in the shotgun. 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Foster looking. Foster throws. Caught by Maffa underneath. Maffa plows forward down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 9. And the Vikings take a timeout. It'll be 2nd and inches from the 15-yard line. Minnesota takes their 2nd timeout. They have 1 timeout left. 23 seconds left. It'll be 2nd and inches from the Detroit 15-yard line. Definitely going down to the wire here. On 2nd down. They spread the receivers out. 4 wide, single back. Foster in the shotgun.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue.
Foster drops back. Foster looking in trouble. Foster gets sacked back at the 21-yard line. And they take their final timeout with 18 seconds left. A loss of 6 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 7. As Minnesota uses their final timeout. Lions trying to hang on. Even their record at 1-1 if they can get the win here. Minnesota trying to get to 2-0 if they can come back. 3rd and 7 from the Detroit 21 with 18 seconds left. Lions up 17-10. 4 wide for Minnesota, single back. Foster in the shotgun.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue.
Foster looking. Foster throws, and it's knocked down by Ken Hopkins. They were looking for Rondé James. It'll bring up 4th down. 14 seconds left. It might have been fortuitous that was incomplete because he would have been tackled in bounds and time would have ran out. That stops the clock. But now it's 4th and 7 from the Lion 21. Minnesota comes out 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Foster in the shotgun.
Here we go.
Foster drops back, throws. Caught, touchdown, Rondé James. He had 2 Lions covering him, but he caught it. Perfect pass by Foster. A 21-yard touchdown catch by Rondé James. Between 2 Lion defenders. Neither one was in position, though. And now John Witten will come on, and he can tie the game up with the extra point. With 11 seconds left. All important extra point. Lions, they want to ice them on an extra point. I've seen everything now. Lions up 17-16 with 11 seconds. John Witten will line up for the extra point. We could be headed to overtime. Here we go. Witten for the point after. Snap. It's blocked. The Lions block it. James Vincent, the rookie out of Liberty University, blocks the extra point. And it remains a 17-16 ball game in favor of Detroit. Oh my goodness. And now the Vikings, they're out of timeouts. They have no choice but to try an onside kick. We've had a blocked punt and a blocked extra point in this one today. Onside kick attempt by Witten. And that'll be fielded by Deaver at the 44-yard line. And the Lions are going to hang on. Lions are going to even the record at 1-1. The Vikings will drop to 1-1. One more snap, and this one's in the books. The Lions special teams comes through and blocks the extra point. Final play of the game. Yeah, the Vikes screwed you again. They always do. Long will take a knee, and that'll do it. The final seconds will tick away. Your final score, Detroit 17, Minnesota 16. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Steelers-Bengals up next.